Harry makes his way into the motel office, or perhaps one of the suites, where he finds the magnet. On the coffee table, he reads a newspaper article about the suspicious deaths of the mayor and a narcotics officer that are seemingly related to the drug PTV. Now, this following sequence at the motel is required to achieve the good plus or the good endings. Investigating a little further, Harry finds a dusty motorcycle in a garage, which appears to have had the dust around the gas tank filler cap removed. He also finds a ledger which seems to involve a drug delivery, which also mentions the death of the mayor as well as other city officials. It seems that someone decided to skip town in a big hurry, and they left copious amounts of obvious clues lying all over the place. Harry uses Dr. Kaufman's key to enter motel room number 3, where he uses the magnet to obtain the motorcycle key. Dr. Kaufman confronts Harry after he finds the vial of aglaophotis hidden inside the gas tank of the motorcycle. Kaufman yanks the vial out of Harry's grasp and issues a very stern warning that he could get himself killed for snooping around in affairs which are not his own. This confirms a few important things in terms of Harry's intention and provides at least one reason why Dahlia considers Harry a worthy candidate to help her stop Alessa. Harry isn't the type to get himself all whacked out on drugs, which means Dahlia can control him. Also, Harry is willing to forget the entire affair of this side quest and get back to finding Cheryl. Kaufman knows Harry isn't a danger to him, so he lets him go. Now that Harry has seen Dr. Kaufman for who he truly is, it seems no coincidence that the darkness begins to envelop the town right before Harry's eyes. Harry remarks that this time is different. With previous shifts to the other world, Harry finds himself either passing out or waking up after the experience. But on this occasion, he's completely lucid. And as things change right before his eyes, there's no conscious shift happening this time. And so this definitely marks a transformation for Harry. And notice also, it suddenly starts raining just as it did at Midwich, in order to indicate that Harry is still in the same location, but something has definitely changed about the world that he's in. So now, with the darkness closing in on the town, Sybil manages to track down Harry on the boat, having followed his path through the sewers. Sybil asks Harry where he disappeared to at the back of the Green Lion, but he cannot offer an answer that would make any sense to her, much less himself. However, Harry is beginning to understand that some nefarious supernatural forces are at work in Silent Hill. He attempts to explain this to Sybil. However, it is impossible for one to transfer their own direct experiences and intuition fully into another person. Harry concedes this fact and admits that he doesn't really understand it all himself, and he cannot explain it. Sybil tells Harry that he's been through a lot and must be exhausted. At this moment, Dahlia Gillespie appears, corroborating Harry's senseless ramblings to Sybil. Dahlia speaks of the demon hungry for sacrifice that is swallowing up the land. Dahlia offers more prophetic warnings of the impending demonic apocalypse by stating that darkness will cover the sun and the dead will walk the land. She urges Harry to stop the sacrifice of Cheryl and save the town before it's too late. She comments that there are only 2 left. Dahlia is referring to the seals that Alessa has been creating around the town. There is 1 more to be created at the lighthouse, and the last one at Lakeside Amusement Park. Harry must use the Flaros to stop Alessa from completing them. Of course, Dahlia is not offering any details as to her own responsibility in this ordeal, having conveniently omitted the fact that she is trying to use her own daughter to birth a godlike entity into the world. Having witnessed this cryptic exchange between Dahlia and Harry, and despite her lack of understanding, Sybil has no reason not to trust Harry. She decides to take the leap of faith and help him save Cheryl and stop the forces of darkness from consuming the town. Now, this leap of faith is exactly how the initiate enters the mysteries. Sybil makes her way to the Lakeside Amusement Park while Dahlia abruptly disappears, leaving Harry to try and beat Alessa to the lighthouse before the 4th demonic seal can be created.